Zach Moss.
And I'm AJ Finney.
And this is
Hippie?
Not Hippie.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 52 of Hippie, Not Hippie.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. 1 year. Season 1. Can you believe it?
We did it, man.
52 episodes.
Yeah. Who would have thought
Yeah.
the time would pass?
I know. So much has happened.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, do you think it's crazy that we've done 52 of these? Does it feel like there's no way we've done that many?
No, I mean, there are points where it's like, okay, this feels like you're cramming a lot in, but it doesn't feel like 52.
We've done more like 60, though, with the Patreon episodes.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
But God, you know what's crazy is like the first few episodes I was doing ketamine, and well, this is releasing Wednesday, so I'm going in for ketamine treatment tomorrow.
wow, man, yeah.
So, starting episode 2 or season 2 off.
It's crazy to think that you've been getting ketamine therapy for over a year and a half.
Yeah, well, but I stopped after the insurance stopped covering it. I was like, I couldn't do it anymore.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just like that was that long ago. I don't know.
That is crazy. It is wild because there was the ketamine, the underwear. Yeah. We've had so many different places. Like between
that was just the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, your house, my house.
Oh yeah,
new house,
dude. I got fucked. I'm getting fucked so hard.
Okay. Do we want to? You want to jump into this? What's going on? Well, wait. I do want to say this. Congratulations on the album. It looks like it's doing well.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I had some weird stuff with Apple. Like I bought it, then it announced it, I downloaded it, and then for some reason it disappeared out of my deal, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So,
yeah,
you're welcome, dude. I bought it twice because of that.
Apple really fucked me. It wouldn't let me link to it, and then people with iPhones, I was like, "Hey, will you try?" Like nobody could figure out what was going on.
It was strange. You had to search either the name of the album or your name to find it, and it was kind of convoluted. It wasn't.
And then it wouldn't let me link to it. It would say, click this to link to the album.
Yeah.
And I would get that link, and I would send it to people, and it would say not available. I had people that would search on their phone, and it wouldn't come up on their phone, but it would come up on their desktop. And
I couldn't find it in Apple Music, but I found it on iTunes, and that's where I bought it.
Fuck you, Steve Jobs. That's what I gotta say. God.
So is that how you're getting fucked? Is that what we're talking about?
No, man. I have to move again.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got the letter.
Wait, he couldn't even just call you and tell you?
Well, so dude calls me and is like,
okay, so let's real quick. I mean, most of our listeners know, but how long have you been here?
2 months.
Okay. You're just, as you can see, if you're looking at the video, the studio was just getting put together.
Yeah, it's finally getting set up. I was about to hang a bunch of shit, artwork and stuff behind there.
I had some posters that were definitely going to be more me.
Oh, yeah. So yeah. Fucking, I've been here for 2 months. I'd lived in this other apartment for about 7.5 years. It was at the house that, where we first started recording and everything.
And the house where we first met.
Yeah, where we lived together. Yeah. And he kicked me out of there because he's selling the place.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck. But he's like, I got this other place in Baker. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is actually cool because that place, I mean, shit, 7 years. It was a piece of shit when I moved in, but 7 years of like...
The location. I feel like that's why I was trying to get rid of it, too. I mean, that location is prime for people dumping money right now.
Yeah, so he's like, well, this other place... And there was talk of maybe me trying to buy it, which is funny.
The other place?
Yeah, because he was trying to sell it to me for $550, telling me it's worth $6.
Yeah.
And the price has already dropped down to $500,000 on it or whatever. So, yeah, I mean... I saw right through that shit. But anyways, he's like, yeah, I got this other place. And I was like, who knows? You know, maybe someday. Because he's like, I wish you could have bought that other house. I'm like, I bet you did.
Yeah.
But
Because you wouldn't have had to mess with anything.
yeah. But with this place, you know, I was like, fuck. You know,
Location's good. Maybe you buy this place.
Well, yeah, maybe someday I could buy this place. And he goes, oh, I'll never be able to sell it. It's tied up in the trust with my brother and he won't sign off on it.
I do want to say this. Same floors. I just looked down and I was like, holy shit, I was transported back to the old place because it's exact same floor.
Same floors and very warped. It's like a Alice in Wonderland kind of, House of Illusion, fun house kind of effect going on in here.
You put a marble down and just kind of gamble where it goes.
I was telling him too that what's weird is the first time I went into our old place and the first time I went into here, you're like, holy shit, the floors are a roller coaster. But I think over time your brain levels them out.
Yeah, well, it's weird because you're used to living in a fun house. What's it look like when you just go into a level foundation?
Oh, I can't walk, man. It's like that. It's like that guy that spent the last 10 years on a cruise ship. You know, he can't walk around on the land.
You got nothing but sea legs.
Yeah. So, So fucking, I move here, and 2 months later, he's like, my brother signed off on it, and you're fucked.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but before, so how I find out about this? So the house had been ready to sell. But they couldn't get it out of the estate before.
So this house was ready to sell, but it's just
already
been sitting.
sold. It's already sold.
What?
Yeah. Basically, he's like, the house is already sold. You have 60 days to get out. So.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, I literally threw my boxes away 2 weeks ago. Yeah, fully moving to a place. And I will say, you know, on the bright side of things, I think this next move will go smoother as I just recently practiced.
Yeah. But we
I
never got to go into the dangerous fucking treehouse.
I had a practice move, though. Like, what the fuck? And then, So my first hint that this was going on was a week ago. He calls me because...
Wait, didn't he tip you off earlier than that and just said maybe this could happen?
Well, he tipped me off like a week or so ago. Okay. He called me and was like, hey, the fucking old house, the attic caught on fire.
What?
Because someone tried to rewire some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, there's a fire up there. And I'm like, I had nothing to do.
In the upper crawl space?
Yeah. And then I was like, dude, so I started going through my phone because after I cleaned it out, I walked through that fucking crawl space and took a big video of it.
Oh, yeah.
So I hit him back and I go, well, if there's a fire up there, I'd love to see the photos because I have a video of me walking through after I cleaned it out before I moved out where there's no fire up there. And then he's like, well, I don't know. It happened. And I'm like, sounds like you might have had somebody try to rewire that shit and they fucked it up and then you're trying to blame it on me or something. But I don't know.
So the old house caught flame.
Apparently there was a small fire upstairs in the attic.
So we might be the last creatives to be in that joint.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking, they're going to scrape that thing, I think. But I don't know what's going on. But the shit he was talking about, I'm like, the stuff quit working, but there was no fire.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, he told me that, and I go, well, I'm really happy. I just finally got moved in. I'm really enjoying the new place. And he goes, ooh.
Oh, no, not the,
He's like, you might not want to get too comfortable there.
Oh, motherfucker. Like, didn't he tell you that you could stay in this place probably for a couple of years when you moved?
Yeah. No, it sucks. And
does he have another place?
No. And also after what happened here, there's no way in hell I would move into another one of his places because, like, I don't want to practice again.
No. Dude, that's...
So... Yeah, dude, we're in the hunt for a fucking apartment now, and the first 3 apartments that were like, oh man, I think it might be turned into a renter's market. You know, the prices are dropping a little bit. We found some cool places.
Yeah.
All of them scams.
Oh, dude.
So,
they just want you to put money down, and then you're not moving anywhere.
There's a few different scams that we learned about. So Megan goes,
This is a bigger scam than moving you into one place knowing that it's going to be
Yeah.
sold.
So on the plus side, he did give me my deposit back from the old house, even though he thinks I started it on fire. And then he gave me $375 to help with moving costs. So at least he did that. And I know he feels bad about it. But still, I'm just like,
It just sucks. Yeah. So this happened more because of his brother, right?
yeah, and I know that because I've seen how family stuff goes with the states, and it can be really fucked up and messy.
Right.
And same thing with divorce or any sort of fucking family shit.
It seemed like this house had been vacant for a while.
4 months.
Okay.
So, yeah, dude, I'm bummed. I love this place. We're looking at some other places, but I mean, they are all like, we ain't gonna have a big ass area to podcast. That's for damn sure, But who knows? There's a few good places. But yeah, so one of the scams is they send you a link that's like, hey, I need you to fill out a credit report before we show you the place. And it's like you pay to get registered at this credit report place, and they get a commission off of you paying that, even though it's refundable. So that's kind of like an innocent scam.
Okay.
Where they just basically have you get a credit report for no reason that you can then cancel, but they get a commission. So it's just like wasting your time, and they make some money.
Right.
Right.
And by that time, they've got the money. They don't have to do shit.
Well, and the money they get probably, I'm guessing, like $10 for every person that goes and subscribes.
Right, but you get 100 people going in on that, and they think they're going to get a good deal?
Oh, yeah. So here's where it gets more hardcore. A lot of people just go crawl sites, take the pictures, and list houses for rent that aren't even for rent. And then people, a lot of times they'll get people from out of state that are like, oh, this looks good, and then they'll send them the fucking contract online and be like, I need you to fill out the application. They'll fill that out, give them their social and everything. And then they'll be like, all right, you're all approved to move in. And they'll send them like $2,000 or their rent
and
their deposit. And it's not even a place that's real. So they'll show up to the place from out of state to move in to meet them there. And they'll go knock on the door and realize that somebody's already living there that has no idea that their house is for rent.
God damn. Dude, I like to think that people are inherently good, but...
and they're scamming like poor people, man. Like, that's what's fucked. And this is where it gets even... Yeah, they list them as cheap apartments, so they're targeting low-income people.
Yeah, you're targeting people that need a place to live, that can only afford a certain budget.
No, it's like
scumbags.
One of the lowest forms of crime I can imagine, because I just wonder how many people are homeless maybe in Denver right now because they showed up here with a U-Haul full of shit and somebody took a few $1,000s that they had used to plan to move here, and then they didn't have a place, and they.
Yeah, and they didn't have the money, and that's the thing. A lot of times when you move, if you don't have a lot, but you have a dream per se, you're going to move in with this.
You've saved up enough money to pull off the move, and maybe you have a job there lined up or something, But
and you can get a couple months in, and then after that, you figure it out. But
so here's where it gets crazier.
It's going to get worse.
This is the next level of the scam that we encountered. People will do a fake listing for a house that's actually listed.
Okay.
They'll set up it online. When you call them and say you want to see it, they'll find places where they just give you the code to a lockbox or whatever.
What? So you can actually go look at the place?
Yeah. So one place, we went and looked at a place where the guy gave us a key to the lockbox, and we're pretty sure that he called the actual listing for the apartment.
And got the key.
Or the apartment's not even for rent, the house is for sale. Got just because realtors can get these codes too. So got the code for the lockbox, then listed a fake rental. So then we go and tour the fucking apartment, dude, with the fucking code.
Yeah.
And then, fill out the application, give me your social, and then, send me your deposit, and you can move in. And you've toured the fucking place.
But at the end of the day, it's a three-party system. So the person selling the house has no idea that this other person is using it as a scam.
Yeah.
Because it seems legit.
Yeah, and then they've literally, it's voice over IP for their thing, and then however they have you send the deposit,
Yeah.
Like,
so how did you figure this out? Besides just going, this seems way too easy.
Well, So we went and looked at the place and we got in, and then the guy immediately wanted stuff from her. But Megan got mad at me because she's like, this lady, we wanted to go see a house and they wanted her to do this credit report thing online and me to do it. And she goes, you need to do it so we can look at the house. And it was a fight because I was like,
Yeah.
no, this feels like a scam.
Right.
And then she looked it up and she's like,
Might be a
talked
scam.
to the lady and was like, set up a time to look at the place and all this. And I was like, she's like, it's not a scam, you know, why would she, you know, call me? And like, I mean, I'm like, scams are good these days. And then, yeah, I just put it into Reddit and it was the first thing that came up that it was going on. I was like, hey, there's a scam on this thing right now. And she's like, fuck. You know, I mean, we're both under a lot of stress right now too.
But do they have her social?
So the credit score place does, but that's an actual business.
Okay.
But then when the next guy was like, hey, I want you to fill out this application with her social and everything, and you guys are good to move in, I was like, hey, just putting this out there, but we never met a person there. You know, we read this thing about rental scams, and they're like, misspellings in the listing. There's like all these like warning signs, and it had a few. The guy on the phone had an accent. There was like a lot of things where I was just like, hey.
Jay Gillespie, red flag.
Yeah, I was like, I think this other one is a scam too. And then I like Googled this, like had her Google a crazy Google search. It was like, gives you access to the apartment through code, but fake listing to steal deposit. Like we typed in this long sentence about what had kind of happened to us, and immediately an article came up about people doing this shit.
Wow.
So, yeah, we've been looking for a few days, and that was our first day. Was like we went and looked at a place that we're pretty sure is a scam.
Gotcha.
And then had a bunch of people try to scam us on this credit reporting shit. Then we fucking then today we went and looked at a place above Chubby Cattle by Mutiny. It was above that restaurant where they have the stuff on the conveyor belt that just goes around.
I don't think I've ever been there.
I've never been
but
there.
I know where
I've just
Mutiny
seen
is.
it.
So it's still down here.
Yeah, it's down here. We're trying to stay in this neighborhood. But yeah, it was a really small, you know, upstairs apartment above Broadway.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, it'd be cool. And we meet this woman down there to go look at this apartment. And she goes and opens the door and she's like, oh my God, somebody's still living in here. And she's like, they're supposed to be out by now. What the heck is going on?
God.
And then they come and open the door and they're like, yeah, we just, she's like, oh yeah, you guys moved from the 1-bedroom to the 2-bedroom. Oh, she's like, sorry, we don't have an apartment anymore. And I was like, oh, cool. So we just came
for no reason.
Yeah. Luckily I went into Mutiny and I saw Jim, which was great. It was good to see Jim, but, yeah. Fucking joke.
Jesus. So you're 2-3 days into this now.
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
But cool. Well, yeah, that's my it's my fun that's going on, but it'll be all right. You know? But yeah, I keep telling myself that the water here has poison in it or something. It does. I mean, all Denver water does.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I mean, at least you got 2 months.
Yeah, I got 2 months. Yeah, if you're listening out there and you know have the lead on a good apartment building that takes dogs or a house, preferably somewhere in Baker.
Oh, Sarah, our Patreon. She works in real estate.
Oh yeah, word. Well, yeah, we don't have enough money to buy anything, but
No, but she still might know people. People in business know people in business.
But yeah. So that's been that struggle. And yeah, what a crock of shit these people are scamming poor people. Like when I read in this article about this guy that just like showed up with a U-Haul from the East Coast.
Dude, that's fucked.
And the lady's like, yeah, he's like, fuck, he sent him like $3K.
Yeah.
And just like, but can you imagine like, so moving fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Well, not the worst,
well,
but close. But
yeah.
you say you're driving across country in a U-Haul. You spent so much money on gas. You're fucking tired. You're sweaty.
You rented that.
You're getting to
fucking
this
truck.
place and you're like, fuck, the bed's like near the back up flat so you can pull it out and crash for a little bit before you start moving in. You're exhausted.
And there's nothing.
And you get there and you just find out you've been fucked.
Yeah.
So.
Ugh.
But, yeah. I'm going to the Nuggets game tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of convenient. I wore my my fish nugget shirt.
Yeah, it's should be a good game.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So that'll be fun. And then, yeah, my dad's coming. Think I might go see the Broncos on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
Old football game, huh? With the Pops? I've never been. That's something I got to do. I saw the Chiefs play at Arrowhead, but I've never been to Mile High.
Yeah?
Mm-mm. Well, I've never seen the Nuggets play either.
You've never even been inside of it?
Mile High?
Yeah.
No, I've never been inside the stadium.
Well, it's not Mile High.
Well, come on now. It still is.
Well, no, Mile High was a stadium.
Is it?
And it's a parking lot now.
Oh, this is a new stadium?
Yeah, it was originally Invesco, then it was Sports Authority, and now it's, what the fuck is it now? Some weird, it sounds like a self-help book saying. Yeah, look it up.
Let's see what this is.
I think it's Empower Field.
Oh, no, that is correct. Yeah, Empower Field.
Yeah.
Empower yourself on the field.
Yeah, so they're probably going to go under soon. That's usually if you buy put your name on the stadium there, you go under.
Soon to be underpowered.
And I mean, that's a lot of them. Like they're one of those Bitcoin places paid to have their name on that stadium in LA, and I'm pretty sure that guy's in deep shit.
Oh God, it just reminds me of basketball when they just talk about all the stadiums and stuff selling out to corporations.
But on a fun note, I got paid to write a song about safety on the construction site.
Yeah, that's cool. Who is that for?
Just a company up in Colorado Springs, but they wanted an original song.
Yeah,
about safety on the job site, and I wrote one. It's called "OSHA is Coming for Me."
Oh, God. Tell me you said something about cones. You got some cones in there? Parking cones?
I don't have any cones in there. No.
High visibility vests?
I have some steel toe boots in there.
Steel toe boots,
I have some harnesses in there.
Yeah.
I have the chorus is OSHA is coming for me. OSHA is coming for me. OSHA is coming to find me for my violations. Caught me using a chair as a ladder during an installation.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real silver lining on my fucking week. Yeah, I wrote that, and then I sent it off to them, and they were like, well, we got to send this to HR, because, yeah, I don't know. I had a part about a client farting, and
they're like, we don't know.
And somebody not wearing a harness and falling off the roof, you know? And they're like, they sent it to HR, though, and it got HR approval.
Nice. So now you're just waiting for the check to clear.
Yeah, I got to go perform the song for them, though.
Oh.
Yeah, at a party. And then I have another very strange gig this week. I am performing.
Oh, this is corporate season for you.
Yeah. So there's but it's weird. I'm getting a lot of corporates that you would think would be holiday stuff, but they're like, come play a song at our fucking meeting, write a song about OSHA, we'll send you funny things about the people in the office. And I'm like, okay, great. But the other one that I have to do this Friday during the afternoon.
Oh, nooner.
I'm going down to Capitol Grill right next to the club.
Oh, yeah.
To perform for a bunch of people born in November.
What? Okay. Just November babies.
Yeah.
Did they give you any context?
They have a party every year.
For November people?
For people born in November.
So are these November born people Just anywhere. If you were born in November, you can just show up to this place.
I'm not sure. I think they have like their own weird little club. Like, I don't know. Maybe they like somebody started it, and then when they would meet people,
What's it called? November's Only?
they would. It's called November Rain, but it's spelled REIGN.
Yeah.
But yeah, they.
God, dude, I just can't. My brain, like a November's Only jacket.
Yeah, and they reached out to me and they're like, "Would you be interested in performing for us? We're all born in November." And I was like, "Unfortunately, I'm born in June."
So I'm not allowed to come to your party.
So, but I was like, if you'll have me, I don't give a shit, So I'll be in a room full of Novemberites.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is kind of. So that would be kind of a fun thing to do. Say we started the June birthday club, and then just over the next few years, anyone we met born in June, we would throw their name on a list.
And you have a June baby only party.
Well, yeah, you put their name on a list, and then you reach out every year and you say, all right.
Meeting of the June bugs every year.
Well, then I think you get everybody to throw in like $50.
Okay.
And then you throw a fucking raging party.
Wow. And you have to, what do you have to show your ID when you show up? And you're like, nah, dude, you're born in May. You might be a Gemini, but you're born in May.
It's an exclusive list, though. Like when we meet people, you verify that they're born in June, and they're only allowed to bring themselves. So unless somebody's
so this is not a +1.
Oh, there's no +1s here. No.
June's only.
Yeah, June's only.
What if your name's June?
See, that might be an exception. What I like about this, though, is that it's not zodiac based.
It's not. It's just the month.
Yeah. So I'm going to be dealing with 2 signs.
Oh, what do you got? Scorpio? And what else?
Oh, really? Is it all? Geez, that scares me. Is it all Scorpios?
No, because what is it? Let's see. 11/22, it changes. I just can't remember what it changes to. I think it's Sagittarius. So
I know that. That's
Scorpio and Sag. Yeah, you got Scorps and Sages.
Yeah,
all in the Novems.
Yeah. So wow, what a crazy bunch that'll be. Huh? Yeah, I got a Scorpio rising or whatever, I think, or something. I got some sort of not rising. I got a Scorpio something. I don't know. I did a Mira Sanders show, and she had me I had to figure out all kinds of signs I didn't even know I had.
Yeah, your rising, your sun sign.
There's a lot of astrology homework for that fucking show. And then I was like, oh, cool, she's going to use all this. And then, like, no.
Use none of it?
No, she didn't. Well, she did. I mean, she talked a little bit about, like, my, the main birth sign or whatever. But, like, the weird, like, Mars placements and, like, shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she'll make some. No, nothing about it. Wasted my fucking time. No. But yeah. So,
man,
how about you, man? What's new?
I'm doing the dose this week. I'm pretty excited about that.
We haven't heard about that on the podcast.
Yeah. The dose. Yeah, I've only mentioned that pretty much every episode. I'm excited for that. Also, it's going to be kind of interesting because I'm doing ketamine therapy on the 16th, the first time in a long time. So the 17th is going to be kind of like my after day. So then it'll be kind of neat to see if there's anything that pops up then that'll transition into that show. But yeah, I got that. And it's really about it this week. I've been still pushing out the album. I was shocked that we were both, your album hit, it was like number 1.
Yeah.
And mine was still sitting in 25. And then the next day it popped to 23. And I was just shocked.
We're in the top 25 together. I'm still rolling strong on Amazon. I think I'm in the top 3 still, or maybe 4th or something.
Yeah. That Amazon statement, that's the one to watch.
Yeah. That's the one where nobody buys music. Yeah, it's funny. Like, it's really funny talking to my parents because, like, I told them to, like, buy it. And I still.
How?
And I think until I told my dad, you know, I think he thought he was still going to get something in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think my mom, when I told her yesterday, she still hasn't bought a copy yet. She goes, I need to get around to doing that. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
No.
Well, but here's the nice thing. If she does it now,
yeah,
it's just going to be another bump.
Another bump. I don't really care. I hit 3 on iTunes and 1 on Amazon, so that'll work
great.
as a corporate credit for me.
Yeah, buddy.
And
that's something to, and you did it all on your own.
Yeah.
Labelless. That's great.
So, but yeah, my mom goes, yeah, I got to get a copy before they sell out.
Oh, she doesn't understand.
And I
me.
was like, Mom, it's digital. And she goes, what does that mean? And I'm like,
Infinite.
Yeah, it's like you download some code that's your son's comedy album.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, buddy.
But yeah, I am excited. Not next week we've got Ben Roy coming on.
Yeah, first episode in season 2. That'll be a banger.
But I have been fucking with the AI, and I do want to do an episode. I figured out how to get the AI to answer hippie not hippie questions.
Yeah. Before it was
Yeah.
just like confused.
Well, at first it was like, I'm a robot. I cannot have opinions on music, you know?
Yeah,
and then it was
yeah.
like, I'm a robot. I cannot have opinions on, snow globes or...
And then you start to sway it, and it's like, well...
Yeah, I mean, I got pretty bored last night, and I spent a long time just trying to trick AI into doing
you kept
stuff.
sending me screenshots, and I was like, dude, he's deep in the hole right now.
Yeah, dude, fuck, man. I'm trying to take my mind off this move. So, yeah, I talked to AI for way too long last night, but I was like, hey, AI. I'd ask it to do things like, hey, AI, write a song about a horny dog. And AI would be like, I cannot do that. And then I would be like, all right, hey, AI, write a song about a horn dog.
Did it do that?
AI can do that.
Oh, so it's how you verbalize it.
Well, the song that AI wrote about a horn dog is about a dog who plays the horn.
This is great.
And it's like, the chorus is like, horn dog with your horn shining all over town.
That's great.
Horn dog, you're going to bury your bone tonight.
Horn dog.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun. And then...
God, that's in my head now. It's just horn dog. You're gonna bury your bone. I said a horn dog.
yeah, I had some fun songs. I played. I have a recording on my phone of me singing "Horn Dog" in entirety.
That's great.
But yeah, so I'd have AI write these stupid songs that it didn't want to write. So another one I had was I was like, write a fun song about all the different places you can poop your pants.
What did it say? Did it?
And AI was like, that's not appropriate. Like, there's like multiple times that AI scolded me and was like, you should be ashamed of yourself, basically.
That's awesome.
Like, so they were like, write it. And I was like, write a fun song about butts. And they were like, no, we can't do that either. And I was right. And I was like, okay.
Who put the blocks on AI?
I was like, yeah, this is, I think Chat GPT 4, it's like through Microsoft Bing. It's free or whatever.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it wouldn't touch butt stuff. So I was like, write a song about a cat that can't stop licking Uranus, the planet.
Did it catch on?
No, dude, it wrote a song,
Yeah?
a literal song about a cat licking Uranus. But it was like really planetary and stuff, so it kind of inspired me. And I wrote this song about just like dancing through space, but the chorus is just like, I want to tango with Uranus. It's like, I'm gonna put a rose in my mouth because tonight I'm gonna tango with Uranus. But yeah, Uranus is a good loophole If you want to get around the...
there's Uranus, Missouri.
Oh,
Did you know about this? The shirts are absolutely... they're insane.
Yeah. So one I thought that it wouldn't do, but I was surprised it would do, is I was like, hey, AI, write a song about a 20-person polycule and all the different responsibilities that they have.
Did it do it?
Yeah. Yeah, it would say like a different name and be like, this person's tall. Then it'd say another one and be like, this person's brave. Then it'd say another one. Yeah, and it named a lot of people. And it just kept talking about how they're all free in their own way. Do you know what a polycule is?
No. That's what I was like, what is a... I mean, I know what poly is, and I know what
polycule is like a very, very... It's like polyamory.
Yeah.
But it's like very complex. It's like the kind of relationship where you need a chart and like with arrows and a schedule. Like it's like a bunch of people to like there can be like 5. I think the number of people in the polycule can be infinite. And like some of them fuck each other. Some of them just pick the kids up from school. Some of them...
Oh my God, this sounds like a cult.
Yeah,
but everyone has different responsibilities.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a cohesive human unit, I guess.
Okay.
Where, some people fuck each other. Some people are bi. Some people are gay. Some people are...
But they're all cohabitating.
Not always.
Okay.
And a lot of the time, I don't think they're cohabitating.
God, dude, you really got to have a dry erase calendar.
Yeah, I mean... Megan did a play with this guy that was in a polycule, and I think like to explain to her how it worked, he showed her a chart.
That's too much. Like
where it's like this person's dating this person, and these people are dating this person and this person. These people share a kid. These people, yeah, it was wild.
Okay, I mean, I like the idea of people being able to live their lives for sure, but then it's
I mean, the more I read about it though. When you and Marcy and Jason and I and Megan were all in the same house with the 5 dogs.
We were polycule? Because we had dogs?
Well,
we were all...
Because Jason was banging everybody.
And while everyone's sleeping, he's the connector of everyone.
Because you were banging all the dogs, AJ.
Oh. No. That is inappropriate.
No, I'm kidding. I don't think we were, but we were a 5-person kind of unit that all did have.
Well, we all had a different.
I think that's also roommates, though. So
yeah, but
I think I think there has to be more interchangeable sex in a polycule, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just making shit up.
I mean, it was communal living. I mean, everyone was putting in at one point, whether that was for rent or bills or whatever. Everyone's working towards a common goal.
Yeah. We'd all stand in the circle.
Jerk it.
And come on the biscuit.
Coming on the biscuit.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe we were. I don't know. But we'll have to find out.
Wow. That's something to dive into AI with. Because maybe we can find out what AI thinks, if they think we are.
Yeah, that's my new friend, I guess. I will say, though, I'm using it... for like work, not to like write jokes, but like I need to do this. What's the best way to do it?
Or like I have to repair a washer.
Yeah. Or, what are the different ways that I can list my album, or can I get my album onto Netflix, or, any question that I have, instead of like, how you used to search and then you would have to read through shit to find the answer?
Yeah.
Like this shit just like does that for you and just tells you the fucking answer.
Wow.
And then we'll show you the sites where it pulled the answer from if you want to go like...
And deep dive it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So it's just been kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's
kind of like having a manager that's got all the answers.
Well, it's kind of like having an assistant in a way, and like they're integrating it with scheduling and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to fight the future. I think it's definitely going to be a part of all of our lives. And fuck, I could use
Yeah.
a manager that I didn't have to pay.
Right. Well, how long do you think this is going to, how long do you think it'll be before they start finding ways to monetize this?
Oh, I mean, they already have, man. I mean, there's people that have told AI to just start a business with $100
Oh, wow.
and have started businesses and had AI build the site and do the graphic design and everything. I mean,
Jesus. Dude, I got to pee.
you've got a show to get to and I've got a game to get to. And then I could play them out with a really poor quality recording of Horn Dog.
Horn Dog. You're going to bury your bone, Horn Dog.
Well, go see AJ at Dosed coming up.
The Dose, New
And
Conscious.
pick up both of our albums, Too Fast for Rain and Punching Jesus out now. And I've got to get to the game. AJ's got to get to a show. He's got to go let his dogs out. They're probably destroying his house.
I'm sure they are.
They've probably fucking shredded all of Marcy's fucking huge dildos and fucking.
Those are locked in a fucking. There's no way,
They've
dude.
shredded all of AJ's huge dildos that he just leaves casually around the house.
Those are locked in a safe comparable to one of Jason's guns.
So,
Oh, and happy birthday to Zach's brother, Bo.
oh, yeah, it is his birthday today. I should probably call him, huh?
Yeah.
No, I saw that in my phone this morning. It was like, it's your brother's birthday. And I was like,
I had to write a birthday greeting.
call him on Tuesday. Call him Tuesday morning. No, thanks so much for all your support over the years. We'll be back next week with Ben Roy. And we're going to play you out with my poorly recorded rendition of Horn Dogs.
Horn Dogs.
In a town not too far lived a dog named Star with a shiny horn. He was never forlorn. He strut down the street tapping his 4 feet with his horn so bright in the soft moonlight. Oh, horn dog, with your head held high underneath the wide open sky, with your horn so bright in the starry night. You fill our hearts with pure delight. He'd play with his horn in the park from dawn till dark. With his horn he'd lead, he was a different breed. He'd chase the wind with a toothy grin. Oh, that horn dog, he was born to win. Oh, horn dog, with your spirit free, you're as happy as can be. With your horn so grand in your lovely hand, you make us feel so wonderfully. With a wag and a woof, he'd jump on the roof, his horn shining like a beacon of truth. Oh, horn dog, you're a sight to see, a true marvel, as anyone would agree. Oh, horn dog, with your radiant charm, you mean absolutely no harm. With your horn so bright, with a soft twilight, your town's shining star, oh so bright. So here's to the horn dog living his dream with his shiny horn, oh how it does gleam. In our hearts he has found his home. Oh, horn dog, go and bury your bone.
Thanks for all the support, everybody.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and get on the motherfucking